Team, unite up!
Roger!
Go
ahead.
There's one thing to go straight out of the gate here with your roundup of Wonderful 101. It is that this game has personality.
Oh, it has so much
and that
personality.
overrides a lot of kind of its little flaws that I'm sure you can bring up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wonderful 101 is a game I played this year. Originally released in 2013 for the Wii U. Power Mad, my good friend.
It was like,
Yep.
It was almost one of the launch games, right? It was like released within the first wave of Wii U games.
It came out around the time Pikmin 3 came out, so kind of second-ish wave. Well, I guess first wave, kind of. I mean,
first wave after launch.
Yeah, first wave after launch. I don't want to say it might have been possible that it was going to be planned on a launch title, but they just took time to work on it, so that's fine. But yeah, discussing Wonderful 101, my good friend Power Mad is back again.
Hello.
He loaned the game to me this year because he actually had it, and I played it on my own time, and oh my goodness, I am excited to play more Platinum games.
Platinum has that certain sense of way over-the-topness that you've just gotta love. It's like a Gurren Lagann sense of that.
Well, especially with this game.
Especially with this game.
So, just basic concept, Wonderful 101 is an action game that's, like, kind of Pikmin-ish. It kind of follows that, but it's a game that doesn't take itself seriously, and it just loves every minute of it just doing anything crazy. It has a lot of fun characters, has a lot of fun bits and pieces. It has a pretty insane story, but that's kind of a lot of the charm of it, and the actual gameplay I thought was pretty well done. It was really fun to just kind of learn all the mechanics, and once you learn them and get them down, it feels like you're part of the team of these group of characters.
That's the hard part about this game to recommend for people, is that it plays so drastically differently from other games that it's hard to really wrap your head around.
That's true. And I think, yeah, that is a bit of a fair point, but I think it's something that if you're willing to learn it, it can be a lot of fun.
Yep. And I know there's some tips right away that you can do, like don't form the biggest thing you can all the time and stuff like that. That really helped me.
Oh, and I had a great voice cast too. Wow, like a lot of good voice actors were in the English version of the game.
Oh yeah, did they use that? Like, I know some games like to carry their English voice cast when it's like that over to Japanese and just subtitle it there, but
it would make sense in this game, but I want to say it was probably all in Japanese first, and the Japanese version had Japanese voice cast.
But point is, the dubbing on it, you can hardly tell. They got great people for each person.
Yeah, they got Roger Craig Smith, the current voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, as Ranger Blue. As her... What are their wonders? Wonders. There we go.
They're all
wonders.
So I
forget,
yeah.
Like, what's their
Wonder
prefix?
Blue, Wonder Red, Wonder Yellow.
And it's just fun to make all different formations. I mean, some of the formations are a bit harder to make than others. Like, I was trying to think, what was the hardest one for me to make? Probably Hammer, because I kept making Whip.
Oh yeah, Hammer. I learned a quick trick to that. You make a sickle.
Yeah.
You don't make a hammer. You make a sickle.
And I think some people said that Bomb was really hard for them to make, but I didn't have many problems with Bomb.
You make a fist and then you just kind of create a little tail to it. But yeah, the trouble I think is that you just kind of occasionally mess it up in the heat of combat, and it can be annoying. But it's not like a constant problem.
Yeah. I think the only thing I think about improving that is just since they were using the gamepad, and also really good integration of the gamepad, I think, for this particular title, because you had the different sections where, like, you went indoors, or, like, you were compiling the ship, and you'd see, like, the interior of the ship on your gamepad and the exterior outside. I like that a lot. That was a good use of the dual screen.
They had a lot of nice gimmick moments like that, but the one thing I will say is probably don't want to use the touch controls for formations. As much sense as it seems like it should make, it just is... I don't think you used it either, did you?
I don't think I ever did. I think I always used... Okay. You're saying, like, drawing it, as opposed to...
The twin stick system works better than, I believe, the...
Well, I think taking the stylus out, in general, just takes up too much time. Because if you think about it, like, you either have to hold the stylus awkwardly the entire time, or have to always drag it out and put it back. That's just too much of a hassle.
Yeah, definitely. But Yeah, otherwise I'd say the implementation was great, and like that's just something that they added but didn't necessarily build the game
Uh-huh.
around, so you don't need to flaw it for that.
And I think if they were to make another one, a good alternative would just be have the formations as icons on the gamepad touchscreen and just tap them so you could just get them automatically.
Yeah, however long you hold down the tap, you could say is how long you grow
Yeah.
it for.
And that was also a fun thing, is having the different sizes of formations, especially because I think when I got bomb is the one you get very late in the game, but I abused the big bombs a lot because that slowing time down ability was too fun.
Oh man, that set you up for some great combos
Yeah.
once you toss a bomb out there, and then you can be like, okay, and there's their opening, and then you just wail on them with a hammer or something.
I do like that too because there's a great sense of satisfaction when you're able to pull off great combos like switching quickly from fist to sword, and also the ability to like have preset ones as well because you could set one team member off to do something and you could dual wield stuff, and that was really fun.
Oh yeah, that was. They really used the 100-man team system in that you can create a formation and then you tell someone else to start wailing on them with that formation while you form another
Yeah.
formation. And that's where the game's combos really fly through as a platinum crazy game.
And it was just, other than one particular area of the game, I really loved like just playing through it. And the one area of the game was cheap for different reasons that pretty much not so much to do with the core gameplay, just with the area itself.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
Yeah, the
about.
airship area.
Yep.
So,
Uh,
oh, go ahead.
the game is the game is not flawless, but like I said earlier, its personality just makes up for it. Like I could bring up that the camera angle gets annoying at
That's
times,
true,
or that
yeah.
the formations can be, and like no one will deny that, but it's worth playing anyways.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's definitely flawed, but I wouldn't say that the flaws make it terrible. I'd say that the flaws
No.
are just kind of like, they're byproducts of them trying something new.
Yeah, that's a thing that games need to. I feel like games need to do more. Is they just need to roll with a crazy idea and not make games so safe and cloney.
Yep.
And that's what this game is. It's just rolling with a crazy idea of a 100-man superhero team.
So, getting into more spoilerish territory, so spoilers. The
Yeah.
basic story of the game is there's alien invasion, which I think,
The Geth jerk.
yeah, that happened, like, didn't the alien invasion also happen, like, prior to the game happening, because you did that flashback scene with Wonder Drill,
Yeah.
the original Wonder Red?
Yep. The story surprised me. Like, I didn't think. It's not like the most dramatic thing, but it has a charm to it, and I didn't expect for it to be as prominent as it was.
I think for me, at least from how I was playing it, like I was expecting them to do something kind of crazy and over the top. And as much as when you think about it, it's pretty darn silly as to like what the story is, but how the characters take it and how they kind of invest you in it, you feel like everything's kind of a big deal, especially with the final bit of the game when you get to meet the leader of the Death Jerk and why they're there, which is kind of straight out of Gurren Lagann in a way.
Yeah.
We're from the future, and because we learned that later you're going to develop this terrible wonder power, and that's going to cause destruction in the universe, we're here to stop you from developing this terrible wonder power. So don't kill us with that terrible wonder power, and then you do.
Man. Platinum action games have a weird. You'll get this as you play more of them. They have a lot of time travel.
Okay. I mean, I'm not against it. It was just a very
Oh,
silly
yeah.
thing, and
It was just a silly. This one handles it silly. I'd say Bayonetta goes a little further with that, like just to be confusing.
Okay.
But this one is just it's a silly plot point, and I love it.
you get a great performance by Steve Bloom
Oh yeah,
as the main antagonist, or Ginga. I'm trying to. There's other bits in the game too. I like sometimes the games would switch up things. Some of the bosses were annoying, but I think like every fight with Vorkin was always fun. The Vorkin fights were always
Vorkin's
fun.
one of the most fun. Like those are hype as. I had a weird strategy that just like gave me infinite power basically, and he had crazy powers himself, and we're just clashing the we're just clashing constructs constantly with each other, and it's just freaking wonderful.
Yeah. And later bits too. I like that one general you fight where it basically just becomes a boxing minigame.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty funny. I think like that's kind of the nice thing about it is that the game takes itself seriously, kind of, but not too seriously, so that when it does silly things, you can just accept them, and they play usually pretty fun.
It takes itself seriously within its own world.
Yeah. And I think, for me, the final boss was the definition of epic. It was a pretty amazing final boss.
Oh, yeah.
Straight down to, like, the fantastic music, which is actually in Smash, which is awesome. And basically how the boss fight played out. And, of course, the greatest QuickTime event in the history of video games.
Oh man, I won't even spoil that one for people who are listening.
All right, it's amazing. It's just I loved it so much, and then it even has a nice epilogue too of how it actually becomes the Wonderful 101. And since you technically are playing as the Wonderful 100 the entire game.
Yeah, it's the thing that you kind of notice that's the thing that kind of hangs over you this whole time is that I'm always taken off guard when they say the Wonderful 100, and then I look at the title of the box and I'm like, when does it become the 101?
Well, see, marketing-wise, they're going, well, you're the 101st person, but
they have a more in-story reason for it. Like,
so that way they can add another member of the team for Wonderful 102, which I would look forward to, actually. This game I thought was hype enough that I would definitely play a sequel to it.
I would definitely play, especially if they go the route of that. Like, Bayonetta 1 was a flawed game. They had some great sequences, and then there were just some flaws. Bayonetta 2 just managed to wipe those flaws clean and just made a really great game all around.
Well, I very much
and
look forward to that, too.
If Wonderful 102 were to do that, I would be day one pre-order, basically.
Okay, yeah. And other than that, yeah.
Sadly, I don't think we can discuss it, though, because I don't think there's going to be a sequel. Platinum has a lot on their plates. This one wasn't the biggest financial success,
That's
but
too bad.
it'll just have to stand alone as its own great thing.
It is still a pretty fun game. Despite its flaws, if you have a Wii U and you haven't played this game, you should probably pick it up, because it's a pretty fun game.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely recommend it.
Oh, and definitely also a lot of replayability value, too, with the ranking system and different missions and all that kind of stuff,
too.
Yeah,
we didn't talk about that. There are even formations you don't get till the post-game, and like that, really. And, of course, with Platinum, you can, they keep upping the difficulty every time you beat it.
Oh.
So even if you New Game Plus it, you can you can just play through the game and still have it be a challenge.
Oh, dang, guess I'll have to buy it myself or just have you loan it to me again. Yeah, so that...
Once I'm done with my second playthrough.
All right. So that was Wonderful 101. It is a very fantastic game. I'm glad I got to play it, and I'm kind of glad that it's at least getting recognition in Smash, so that's good. It's not getting the recognition of character in Smash, but, we still have the trophies and the 2 music tracks as well, so that's awesome. So if you like what you've seen as far as trophies in Smash, or if you like what you've heard from the 2 tracks, I would definitely go and pick it up. Otherwise, if you have a Wii U, try to give it a play if you can. Anything?
I'm sure at this point it's even pretty cheap, like bargain bin stuff right now for how old it's getting.
Only 2 years.
Yeah, I'm just saying, definitely find if you can, if you have a Wii U.
And there's also, I think, a demo that you can still get on the Wii U as well to kind of try out the gameplay as well. So there's plenty of options to try to get this game out, just to see how it is. Otherwise, that's all we have discussed about Wonderful 101. I would definitely say it ranked very high for me. Too bad I didn't play it the year it came out, otherwise that might have been a game of the year for me.
This was the game that sold me on getting a Wii U. I saw it and I immediately recognized this is Platinum at its best.
I would have to agree. I haven't played many Platinum games, but I look forward to more thanks to this game. Otherwise, we have more games to discuss coming up through the rest of the year, so look forward to those. Thank you again, PowerMad, for joining me to discuss this wonderful 101 game.
No problem.
And I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, ciao.
Team, move out.
Unite up!